welcome to Gail's Garden, Herbs and More. I'm in my little pantry. I guess this will be my pantry chat. Nothing big and fancy and beautiful like maybe some others, but yeah, it's just an extra bedroom I set aside, and part of it I have behind the curtains and stuff. I've got cans of food and stuff that I canned up, like let's see, I've got, like, this is my yellow zucchini, and then I sealed it with my little jar sealer, and so I've got, I've got stuff like that in here, and extra nuts and what have you, jars and jar lids and things like that. So I like little containers. I find things at yard sales, like these little things here, and I put stuff in them, or sometimes I'll buy some little containers, and I make little labels, or sometimes I buy some labels and write on it what it is. And on my computer, if I'm going to give something to somebody, I made some Gail's Garden Goodie labels, and I keep all my labels in my envelope there. I've got up here some of my oils and tinctures are up there. And then I've just got all different types of herbs in here. I guess I can explore a couple of drawers here, down here. Here I have some cheesecloth, extra cheesecloth. I have some in the kitchen too. And then there's Ceylon cinnamon. It's extra. I have some in the kitchen. This I sealed up with my little hand sealer to keep it fresh. This is elderberry still in a Mylar bag. And then up here I have like beeswax, and here's some shredded beeswax, and a little wooden hand pusher, and little jars, stuff, but extra stuff, and my shredder. I don't use it for the kitchen, just use it for my beeswax. But anyway, yeah. Right now, what I'm going to do is take some, I don't like keeping stuff in the plastic for too long, so I'm just going to put some of my stuff here, put it up in jars, and, I don't know, I guess I'll put my extra. This is ginger powder, if I can get it down so I can open that up. So why don't you just keep it in there. Sometimes I do until I get a minute to put it in a jar. It's just, I don't like to leave it in the plastic and be absorbing plastic any longer than I have to. So I have to, get that in a minute, to get it opened up, and I will pour it in here. Well, most of the time I do this in the kitchen, but since I'm already in here, I could take you back into the kitchen, but I'm just going to pour it in my jar while I'm in here. Ooh, that smells really good. I know it's fresh when they did it because it smells so good. Now what I'll probably do, and I'm not going to bore you with it all, I'm going to cut the end off this, and then I'll slip it over the jar and put it on the jar so I know what's in the jar. Now, I've got a little bit of ginger. It's pretty high up. I don't know how that's going to work very good. I'm going to take my little jar sealer. This is a largemouth, so I'm going to snap it on there. And then I'm going to put this on here. Now, this is a brake bleeder, but it's brand new, never been used on brakes. It works great for this. I just got my Food Saver lids and hose here and a little kit that I ordered offline. Make sure it gets down in there good and tight. Okay, and then you just pan pump it up, and you can go to 15. I usually go to about 17 or 18 to give it a good pump. I kind of rest it on my knee and then just start pumping. Now, as I'm pumping, I want you to look and see how it's going up. You can see over here it's going up. And so I'm going to keep rest against my knee and just keep pumping doesn't take too long. It takes longer on the bigger jars, and there's more air in there to get out on this one because it wasn't all the way to the top. So it's going to take a little bit more effort. It does on the quart jars anyway. I like the little pint jars and stuff because they just seem to pump really quick. We're almost there. Almost to the 15. At the 15, I like to go a little bit more to make sure I got a good seal on there, because when you open it up, it lets take the top off. It seems to... Okay, got it a little bit past. Probably not as far as I should. But I'm going to undo this now and take this off. Okay. And I just take this off. And there's a good seal on there. Alright, I'll just get a ring. I gotta find a ring and I'll put that on there and tighten it down. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I can't do that with these jars. But I don't think I have any more little jars that I can put this stuff in to seal it. I'll look and see. If not, then I'll probably just, because I do have these open, I don't want them to stay in there. So they're already open anyway. I'll just put them in a glass jar. But that's kind of what I'm doing today. A lot of times going back over to the labels, you know, I have chalk up there also in my envelope where I keep my labels, because some of my containers you can write on the front of them with chalk. And so you just have to be careful not to touch that, because if you do, then it kind of wipes off. But and then that's a good way. And then I use this, what do they call it, construction. It's just the little white tape, and it's quick and easy because I'm usually going 100 miles an hour. But I did want to talk a little bit about the labeling, and then I just cut off the packaging and put it on the jars a lot of times. And I like to write my recipes on the jars too on my tea. Most of those I have in the other room. But anyway, that's all for today. I just wanted to share a little bit of what I was doing. You all have a great day. Bye-bye now. Oh, I wanted to say, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because that helps me. The more that you get the thumbs up and the subscriptions, the more they recommend it on YouTube. And it gets my videos out there, which I like to share with people. So I want to thank my subscribers that are always so good and faithful to give me a thumbs up or make a comment or just be there. And I just hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.